All right, an interesting bit of news broke today. Now, I remember seeing this first being reported by Steve Kim. It's with regards Vasiliy Lomachenko and Gervonta Tank Davis. Only a few days ago, might have actually been this week, we were hearing talk that there was talk potentially that fight happening in the month of November. Obviously, Vasiliy Lomachenko is the IBF champion at 135 pounds. He beat George Kambosos there. Was it back May? I was going to say May or April, but it was definitely May. And I'll read here. This is actually being reported as well by Mike Coppinger. Gervonta Davis versus Vasiliy Lomachenko talks are now completely off. So it's not a case that they've halted, they've stalled, no, completely off, as Loma has decided to take some time away from boxing this year. Potential options for Tank's next fight include Shakur, great fight, Zepeda, great fight, or a rematch with Pitbull, absolutely great fight. Now, Gervonta Davis's co-coach, Kenny Ellis, he is less than pleased, as if Lomachenko can't get motivated by getting the chance at the face of boxing, his team need to hang his gloves to where he could never reach them again. He's done. Now, a lot of this stems from, as I said at the start of this video, Steve Kim breaking the news. And he says here, and I quote from Aegis Klimas, saying that it won't happen. Loma is not in the mood right now. He doesn't have the motivation at the moment. Just money is not what motivates him. You can offer him tens of millions. If he doesn't have the motivation, he's not ready to prepare for that fight. Right. Well, here's the thing, right? Now, this fight has been talked about for many, many years. And if you go back to when Tank Davis first became a world champion, when he beat Pedraza, Floyd Mayweather at the time was saying, oh, he doesn't need to fight Lomachenko, this, that, and the other. And it was Tank Davis who was ducking Lomachenko, because I think it was at 130 pounds was when Tank Davis had that belt. If you're going to win a world title, if you're good enough to fight, and I've said this about many fights, if you're good enough to fight for a world title at your respective weight, you should be good enough, you should be ready enough to unify. Deontay Wilder won a heavyweight title against Bermane Stiverne. Oh, but he's really still a contender, so he doesn't need to fight Klitschko. Get the F out of here. Anthony Joshua won a title off Charles Martin. Again, another weak champion. He was fighting Klitschko a year later. There you go figure. Now, when Tank Davis won his title, and it was just like, no, don't want to go down the Loma road, don't want to go down it. He should have. There's no point being a champion if you're not looking to unify. And I will say the same with Vasiliy Lomachenko. If he's not in the mood, if he wants to take a year out, if he's not looking to unify, well, at the end of the day, what's the point having the title? I'm sure the IBF, they are more strict, but they'll probably let him keep that title. If there's not going to be a fight with Shakur, if there's not going to be a fight with Tank Davis, I'm not sure what way the mandatory situation is at 135 pounds for the IBF title. But Lomachenko needs to either vacate that title, or we need to find out what the situation is with the mandatory. Because I'm not going to give him a pass over that. And a lot of people are saying, he's been chasing this fight he has been chasing this fight. He has. And certainly at one point it was Tank Davis who was ducking this fight. There's no question about that. But now Tank Davis seems keen on it. It does help that Lomachenko is older. He's a much older fighter now, and I think he's coming near the end. And judging by what's being said there, the motivation, not in the mood, wanting to take time away, it sounds to me as though Lomachenko has one foot out the door. That's just what it sounds. It sounds like Loma has one foot out the door, that boxing at this minute in time is maybe becoming more of an afterthought, and he's maybe looking at other avenues. The world title, having that belt there is a bonus. It shows that he can still do it, and he is still a tremendous fighter, make no mistake about that. He absolutely is. But I'm sure he's maybe thinking at this point now, what is there left? I need to maybe have time off and reassess. Well, as I said, if you want to have the time off, that's fine, but vacate that title. If you're holding the division up, then you need to vacate it. I'm sorry, but you do. And if you're not willing to unify, what's the point in winning a world title? So some people are going to be like, well, Loma is great. Loma is absolutely brilliant. He's a fantastic fighter. But yeah, he needs to, if he's winning a world title, if he's holding a world title, he needs to be either fighting his mandatories if there is any, or at the very least looking to unify at the first available opportunity. And the chances were there. Right now, with Tank Davis, he's kicking that can down the road. No. As good as Loma is, and I think he's tremendous, I'm going to give him a pass over that. The mood thing, like, what the hell? He's saying the motivation is not there. Well, if the motivation is now gone, because obviously it's not just the money, it's the chance to be able to... His legacy is already sealed. Lomachenko is a tremendous fighter. But if you're looking at fights now and thinking, I can't get in the mood, I can't get motivated, I think that's a sign that you're kind of 1 foot out the door already with boxing. And I think that's kind of what it is with Lomachenko. At the end of the day, his career speaks for itself. Yes, he's lost some fights. He lost his second professional fight to Orlando Salido. A lot of people feel like he won that fight, never got a chance to rematch him, and he was hit low a lot in that fight. Lost legitimately. I know Loma would say he was injured and this, that. No, lost legitimately to Teofimo Lopez. The Devin Haney fight, yeah, I thought he did enough to win. I thought he was very unlucky in that fight. His career is still fantastic when you look at it. You know, he was a tremendous talent, still is. But yeah, judging by what I'm reading there, I'd say he's got 1 foot out the door. Don't want this to be a long-winded one. Let me know what your thoughts are in the comment section below. Do you think that it's actually turned about as fair play? Or turned about as fair play, I should say. Because, well, Tank Davis seemed not interested in making that fight years ago. Now the shoe's on the other foot. At the end of the day, if whoever fighter ducks whoever, I'm still going to, say no. Because I don't like seeing ducking regardless. If it was Tank Davis a few years ago and now it's Loma, it's the same thing. You're ducking. And I'm going to call it like that. You're duck. That looks like a duck to me. Lomachenko. The chance is there for him to fight and me saying no. Okay, that's a duck. Sorry about you, but that's what it is. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. I hope you enjoyed the video, people. Short one. Smash the like button, hit subscribe, all that good stuff. Peace.